for your job. Now we stay in Baku, in Azerbaijan, and we would like to invite the Azerbaijan Tourism Management University, Mr. Orkhan Musa, who is the head of the International Relations. Here you are, Orkhan, I see you. So, welcome, thank you for your participation. So the floor is yours. And,
buongiorno, buongiornato, caro fratello, caro amici Simone, cara sorella Carlotta. Noi siamo molto felici che oggi noi abbiamo una importante opportunità per partecipare in questo evento. Dio Simeone, io non posso parlare di molto, molto importante. I would like to greet all of our friends, all of our international friends. I would like to greet all of festival participants on behalf of our rector, Gail Hammadatov, and on behalf of our university. Our team, our students' teams, they will present about our Shusha. So let's pay attention to the presentation of our dear students. So thank you very much again for this international opportunity.
So, hello everyone. I'm very glad to see you. I'm very glad to see you here on our presentation of Shusha, the symbol of cultural heritage of Azerbaijan. And of course, before our presentation, I want to say thank you to our university as Romualdo de Bianco formulation. And before the beginning, I want to introduce my respectful team.
Panel University, bonjour.
So, our presentation will consist of 4 main parts. First one is Shusha, it's about the description of this place. Second part is about what to eat, and after that I will mention about what to see, like beautiful places of Shusha. And of course the last part we will talk about conclusion of this place. So the first part is Shusha, description of this place, as I said. I want to say that Shusha is the city that is located in the southeastern part of Azerbaijan and the Karabakh region. And this city was founded in 1752 by Panaha Khan as Panahabad, of course because of this founder. And of course nowadays is called as Shusha. Of course, the world of this city is really beautiful with its nature, colors, history, traditions, customs, food, like whatever you want. And I first want to talk about nature, and if we are talking about nature, it's a huge mistake to not mention about the flower of Paribulbul. This flower grows only in Shusha, and this factor makes Shusha unique. And of course, additionally, I want to mention about the horses of Shusha. They are speed and very beautiful, and this factor attracts tourists from many countries. And first of all, maybe I want to say about the beautiful jewelry, and interesting fact that many countries, especially developing countries, accepted that Shusha is really outstanding about the making jewelry. And of course, the most interesting thing about the music. And even we have, an interesting statement, if you are not a singer, then you are not from Shusha. It means like we have a really lots of artists and musicians from this city. So local customs, maybe we have to talk about traditions. Even people, I promise that even people who are not interested in history will really appreciate this in Shusha. First of all, I want to mention about the Hans, like about the ruler of Karabakh region. They were interested in hunting, especially hunting on hawks. And worth to noticing about the pre-Islamic part of Shusha. Pre-Islamic part, I want to say about Zirtak, is the place where people want to maybe ask God about something, and dinner time was made for this. And even we have, a period of time, oruç, it's like a month, when we just fast. We fast from morning to evening. It's like to honor for our gods. So, and now I would like to talk about interesting places of Shusha. First of all, I want to mention Carpet Museum. Why? You can ask. It's about the countries, like other countries abroad accepted that Shusha is really outstanding and popular because of its carpets. They're really beautiful and nice. Due to the zoo, I can say this can relate to travel tourism. Interestingly, and due to the zoo is a gorgeous, grassy plateau. And actually it's firstly used as maybe a place, territory for, maybe traditions as Nowruz holiday. Now it's a beautiful tourism destination that can provide you a beautiful view of Shusha. And the most important thing from this part is about Shusha Fortress. Why? Because in 1753, this fortress was made for defending all Karabakh from attacks from enemies of other countries and regions in those days. And now it's, of course, provided as Judaism, maybe, beautiful view and history of Shushan. And I would like to say about maybe a little bit about Pan Kali Khan. It was really a clever person because he used this center, Shusha, as a center of Karabakh region for 117 years. It was because of a really wise policy. And it was really clever and maybe important decision of his reign over his life. And interesting thing, I want to mention the last point of Shusha that many artists and musicians from this place, as I was mentioned before. For example, Hans Shushinsky, Pushilbani Natavan, Bulbul, and others can be mentioned in this place. So maybe we can leave this part about history alone and talk about food. It's really interesting. Talk about cousin of Shusha. And now I want to give the word to my teammate Tunjai. Tunjai, please.
Okay, thank you, Lema. So I'll continue with the second part of this presentation, and this part is mine, actually. So first, I want to take your attention in this that case that yeah, that's true that there are really plenty of dishes that they're incredible, delicious, and you have to know about that. But we specifically chose only 3 of them because of the presentation, you know this. And the first one is gurto, and I will talk about this gurto. Like in general, this region of Azerbaijan, like Shusha, like had nomadic pasture and winter cattle breeding, and so because of that, their products is considered is about from the animal product. They are using their dishes. They prepare their dishes with using animal product, like their meats, their milk, or so on, so etc. So gurto also like made up with yogurt that they're like prepare this with the using of milk. So that's the first dish that we love to share with you. Like this soup is actually gonna be cooked, and the local people in Shusha would love to drink this. Would like to eat this in the summer time. And about the second one, alim musamma plov. You know, the first one. Firstly, I would love to talk about the plov. You know, plov, which has various types of all over Azerbaijan, is called actually the king of the tables. So it reflects, because of the king of the table, it reflects Shusha too. So the dish which is prepared mainly, this dish is prepared for mainly for guests, for the holidays, for good time events. And so this dish is too significant for Azerbaijan. And Ali Musammatoglu is the one of them that introduced the Shusha for this point. And the third one is completely the last one, which I'm going to tell you from dishes, is Shusha Galia. As I mentioned in the first one, in Agurtha, the people here just had some nomadic pasture and winter cattle breeding. And we know that, I'm just asking that, due to the fact that winter is cold, frosty and harsh compared to summer in this place. And so that, according to this occupation, dishes has to be made more productive, and the dishes that prepared with meat is mostly, how to say, like preferred in these places because it's nutrition and so on. So Galia is one of them, and it's really incredibly like tasty dish that I have ever maybe tasted also, I can just add this point. So I would like to continue with the third part in our presentation, like what to see. In order to, like, as I mentioned about the meal in the dishes, there are really plenty of several of just places that we need maybe have to just present to you, but we only choose this, two of them for presenting for you. Like first is like it's the general information about the mosque that you know the Shusha, and also Azerbaijan is an Islamic part of the religion, and so the mosques are so important that my group leader also talked about that. And actually, we don't need any specific word to say about this. It's the place that people go in there and pray for God, for Allah. So the second one is like Karmansaray. You know, that's the fact that like due to its location, you know, on the trade roads, and due to its location in the trade road, it's really getting displaced, getting this Shusha in a really biggest strategic way in the trade road, and all the like in a strategic way, you know, it's like in trade way. It's really a strategic place for the Karabakh, and it's used to be like that. By, as my team leader mentioned about it, like in Panahali Khan do it in this specific year. So because of that, it is like the strategy, like about the trade performance of this place is too high that not only the Azerbaijan people, not only the local ones, also the people who belong to other countries are also come there, came in this place and just trade some stuff, you know. So in the third part that I want to mention is about the Waqif. The third part is about the Waqif, and you know, first we need to about if we are talking about Waqif, what kind of Waqif, we should know that who is Waqif. First, Waqif was really the smartest person in the like Karabakh that Karabakh ever seen, or Azerbaijan maybe, because he was astrologer, like in a poet, and also a diplomat for all the section. And also I want to mention that case that he provides the Karabakh Khanate for about during his lifetime, and because of that he is really significant for all the Azerbaijan, not only the Shusha, all the Azerbaijan. And so that in that case, it's really not surprising that the people have to just make his name like valuable in it to how to say, continue his name for the next generations and all that. And I would like to pass the presentation to my group mate.
Okay, and I want to say that thank you everybody for your attention, and also according to the short presentation we couldn't talk too much, but also for little time. But today we talk about our cultural capital, Shusha, and about the history, about the cultural heritage, and also tourism sphere. And to the end, I want to add that let's hope for international cooperation, friendship, and the peace. And we say very big thanks for the Romeo del Bianco, and thank you for attention and very kind.